Hey guys, Bayosak here. By the way, I retook that thumbnail like 3 times and it still looks like crap, so I'm sorry about that. I do have a sense of humor, and like I said, I am honest. But moving on from that. So, of course, there was a comment about somebody saying that, recycling is just a complete scam. And I'm actually not completely disagreeing with that, actually. Actually, I know. But And here's his comment. Just for the record, recycling is a sham, a scam. Look into it. I said, in a way, it is true that there's lots of stuff not getting recycled, and a lot more than people think. I know many people think they're doing something good, but sadly, it's not helping much, and it just ends up at the dump anyway. Lots of laughs. I know what you mean. So, and I'm not trying to debunk what he's saying. I'm not necessarily disagreeing with what he's saying, but the fact of him saying that it's a complete sham scam, maybe I would say disagree with. I mean, for instance, you might also want to look into what is being recycled in your area, because in every state it's a little bit different. For, let's say, now I live in Iowa, right? So this year is going to be recycled all damn day. However, this bottle here, which is made out of a similar material and is Gatorade, doesn't get recycled. Why is that? It's like, well, because one of the reasons why is because this actually has less contaminations in it, actually, and comes from a place that isn't recycled. However, this is made out of a material that is similar to it, but has already been recycled. However, even though this can be recycled again, how much money are they going to get out of it when you recycle it here in Iowa? Not very much at all. In fact, nothing. If they recycled this, they would literally get nothing out of it, and it would hurt the company. In fact, if they tried doing so, because every time they recycle something, the reality is that it actually costs them money to do it. And they also have to pay their workers to recycle everything. So materials like that just get sent to the dump. Even if you put it in a recycle bin, it just gets tossed. Because it doesn't really, it's not worth anything here. That's just how it is. And that's how it is with many areas. Now, there's some other states where that will get recycled and it has a little bit of worth, but in many states it doesn't have much worth, and so it just goes to the dump. And especially if it's something that has already been recycled before, there's a chance it's not going to get recycled again. Now, for the most part, just because something can be recycled, I always think it's funny how many people they do fool, in regards, because sometimes they'll even make concept cars that are 100% recyclable or 80% recyclable, something like that. And it's just like, okay, but how much is this stuff actually worth? Because this stuff has obviously already been recycled to make a car. So, after that's already been recycled, how much are they going to get out of it again if they try to recycle it again? You know what I mean? And so while you're paying for all these companies to recycle your stuff and paying for the stickers and such, at least half of the stuff, if not more so sometimes, isn't actually getting recycled, actually. And it's just being sent straight to the dump, and it's polluting the water, etc. All the stuff that you don't really care to hear about, but it is true. I mean, it's actually polluting our water, it's polluting our air, our land, trees, etc. And it's all just sitting there. And it's going to be sitting there till sometime after you and your grandkids die. And it's just going to be sitting there. Now, it's especially going to be sitting there if it's made out of something like this, you see, out of glass. Of course, here's another example of something that's made out of glass. Now, things definitely tend to taste better when they are drank out of glass, which is why I have these. Pop actually tastes better being drank out of glass. And sometimes what the companies will do is that they will try to do like a throwback thing. And instead of actually doing anything different to the the chemicals and stuff in the drink, all they do is that they'll just put it in a bottle and just say it's a throwback because it tastes better in the bottle. But they don't even do anything with the drink. They don't put any sugar or any real sugar in it or anything. They just put it in a bottle because it just tastes better in the bottle. And they just call it a throwback. And then that glass just sits there sometimes in the middle of nowhere, just, collecting dust and more junk. And it just sits there. Now, sometimes glass it actually can get recycled as well, but sometimes it just sits there. And now glass, I would say, probably takes among the longest to be terraformed, in a sense. It could take nearly 1,000,000 years for this to actually be ground back into the earth, versus almost everything else that's made out of trash, or trash anyway. Now, one of the few things that is legitimately like getting mostly recycled is stuff that is made out of cardboard, any kind of cardboard. Now, that stuff is legitimately, I would say, the most actually getting recycled. So it's not to say that the whole recycling thing is a scam, but it's just not to the extent that some people are saying that it is. And, it is a bit of a stretch of the companies to say that it's literally saving the earth, because it really is not. So, I'm not debunking what he's saying isn't true. It's just not to that extent, so to speak. And with that being said, but of course, if you guys want to talk more about it, you can go right ahead, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.